Blessings, my brothers and sisters. I am Robert, your humble messenger and student teacher of the Law of One. Today's channeling of LL Research, I Love You, occurred June 29th, 1980. Let's go over a couple of the channelings, shall we? The vital energy of the universe, which some call prana and some called Shiva, filling your lungs and your blood with this life-giving force. And when you exhale, my brother, picture all the wariness, all the carbon dioxide that stifles your muscles and your mind flowing away from your body so that it may be used by the plant life, which in turn gives you back the oxygen. This is the cycle of being that aids you both. In meditation, you tune in to the infinity and the strength of this source of energy. You can also open yourselves to the teachings and the understandings which you need to have hour by hour and day by day. If you wish this in a waking state, then your lack of sleep will not be so fatiguing, because, as we have said before, your main need for sleep is so that you may be in harmony with the teaching which you need in order for your spirit to be whole. I am Latwii. There are two skills to learn in addition to daily meditation. One is humility. When you have learned to meditate, you will understand that you cannot speak. Therefore, you are free to be a channel. Humility is one of the greatest freedoms in the universe and relieves the fever of many problems. In humility, you understand what you may or may not do. When you see messengers of light, you may speak without being concerned as to whether or not you are part of the evil. And we say to you, my brothers, you are part of the evil, for we are all one. The universe is one being, in love and in service to itself. Many parts of that universe have become very confused, but this does not alter base reality. There is another habit that, if embellished, may cause you to become better and better at being a clear and prayerful channel for the Creator. This, my brother, is resolve. We are aware that you have a very strong resolve for this service. Nurture that desire as you would a plant. Nurture its purity, its strength. Nurture it knowing that many would rather sleep. As it is written in your Proverbs, when those who turn away have done so, shake the dust from your feet and move on. For your desire must be nurtured, and this can only be done by yourself. Let it burn within you, not consuming you, but flowing freely like a river of love, that you may be the channel which you wish to be. This instrument which speaks to you now prays before each channeling the prayer of St. Francis. It begins, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. It is possible that you too would find that particular arrangement of words, one which strengthens your resolve, which says use it or whatever else you may need to use in order to appreciate and conserve the desire that is within you, your soul. I am Latwii. We greet you, my brother. We are sorry that you missed out on all the good stuff and have to be elsewhere. But we will attempt the answer to your question, for it is simply done. It is possible to hear the message of love and light, riding in your car, talking with friends, going to your place of worship, sitting in a redneck bar, or in a bathroom. It is also possible in a hypnotic state. This information is not to be learned. This information is already part of you, merely something of which you may become aware. The techniques of becoming aware of this information include the use of channels such as this one and entities such as we are. But there are so many ways to begin to understand love that it is quite amazing to us that your peoples called us to come with a cry so loud it shook the heavens. Why do you sorrow? Where is your grief? For the answers are all about you. We only speak the most simple truths. For it is the simple truths that are the whole truth. Complexity has no part of the truth. The way that is known is not familiar. It is written in the holy works of those of your planet with whom you are not familiar. The way that is known is not familiar. You must go beyond any information that you get from us, any information that you get in your bathtub or in your regular form of daily life, wherever you get it, my friends, go further. Go beyond the ways to refine that which is unspeakable, unknowable, and ineffable. And that will be the heart of love. I am Latwii. Yes, my brother. It is a very crowded universe. We can understand your troubled mind. That is why we emphasized before to go beyond the rules, whatever they may be. The crowded planetary spheres which you inhabit contain many, many souls whose chief delight in consciousness is to baffle, confound, and confuse those who are seeking for spiritual truth, because those who seek the truth must be gullible to a certain extent. Thus, you may think of yourself as being part of Gullible's travels. Therefore, if you allow hypnosis, which is often an uncontrolled situation, instead of a controlled situation where you have tuned as a group and where you have experienced channels to guide you, you may well come up with some bozo from the lower astral planes who will tell you anything that you want to hear in order to speak to you. It happens quite often, especially with what this instrument would call an Ouija board. Thus, we have cautioned this group before not to use the Ouija board because, unfortunately, they do work. It is much better to develop one's abilities in an orderly manner, not going beyond one's ability to cope with the information they receive. And on another note, you realize, my brother, that we are very careful to maintain total free will with our own conscience. We do this for a simple reason. We care for you. We care for you. The entities who manifest through instruments, putting them in a trance state or a state without free will, may or may not have a tendency, not to care to any great extent about the precious life force of the instrument as that particular entity understands it. Thus, we are more comfortable using the method we use. There are very positively oriented entities who use those who have prayed to be used in a tranceoid state. We are sure you are familiar with the one known as Edgar Cayce. It was his prayer to be used as he was used, and ultimately he died because of the extraordinary strain of such constant trance channeling had upon his physical being. Any entity in the spectrums of positive to negative can be an instrument who is capable of trance, and there are many who get into a situation of this kind without realizing they haven't ability, nor have they any protections necessary or any tuning provided them. I am Latwii, and we would say in closing that the task which each of you have set for yourselves are worthy tasks, and we would aid you in every way that is possible for us to do so in the accomplishing of your tasks. Your work will not be easy, but you will discover the greatest rewards in serving your brothers and sisters on your planet at this time. Your world has never needed your service more, and it is with this knowledge that you must go forth each in your own way and be of whatever service you can be. I am known to you as Latwii, and I leave you in the love and light of our infinite Creator. Adonai, my friend.